Hello all. From today's onwards, we will go for the line graphs and all. So since there are some theoretical aspects in the NET, so you can go for this particular theory as well. Okay. So directly I will go for the problem. So this particular chart is given. Okay. This is the line graph where the comic book is in a blue line and the fiction book is in the orange line. Okay. So totally there are 5 books shops A, B, C, D, E. The question is find the average number of the comics books available in the store D and E together. So what we need, the average number of the comics books which is available in the store D and E. Store D and E is here. So what is the comic book color? So E. So D is nothing but 100. So this particular point you can see this particular point. Okay, and E is same comic book, right? So that is this particular point. Here you can see in between 100 and 200 there are totally how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that means it says one line is equal to 20. Here we can see our blue line is in a first row above the 500. That means it is 520. What is asked is average number of the comics books available in store D and E. So store D is the 400 and store E is the 520. So total will become 920. The average of that, okay, 920 divided by 2. Average of that will be 460. Okay, a simple calculation. This one is, there is no much complex calculations. Let me go for the next question. This question is little bit different, not much. As I said, sometimes they used to ask us to find out whether it is a more than or less than. Correct? So here the same chart, it is same line graph. They have just asked about the number of the comics books available at store C is what percent more or less. Both options they have given. So here we have to decide whether it is a more or less than the number of the fiction books available in the store E. Okay, so what is asked? Number of the comics books available in store C. Okay, store C is here. Comics books is a blue line. How much it will become? That is 360. Correct? So you can see it's 300. The first row is 20, second row is 40, the third row is 60. So that is 360. Correct? And the fiction books available. Okay, fiction books available at store E. Fiction book is in orange and store E is here. That will become 540. Correct? So what they have asked, I'll write it like this. It is of shop C's comics books. How much we have calculated? Shop C's comics books are 360. Shop is fiction book they have asked, right? Shop is fiction book they have asked, that is 540. The E is how much more or less than C. Correct? The E is how much more than or less than C. Here we have to see C is a lesser. So here we have to use the less than formula. We know the formula, right? Difference divided by more value into 100. So what is the difference? 540 minus 360. Correct. The difference will be 180 divided by highest value will be 540 itself into 100. So 0 0 is gone. 18 ones are 18 threes are. So this is a fraction. 1 by 3 is equal to how much? 33.33. So what is 33.33? Option B. Okay, so since this is given in the fractions, we should know something else as well. Okay, so always it will not be given in the fraction. So that is why I have made a note on this. So this particular chart will be useful even in the fractions and proportionate problems. Here we will see some of the aspects in this. Okay, so I have mentioned it as on cost and on sales. You know, if you are a commerce student, then you obviously studied this. 25% on the cost is equal to 20% on the sales. Okay, I just made it little bit more clear and I have written it in the fractions. Okay, so what is 1 by 2? 1 by 2 is nothing but 50% always. What is 1 by 3? 1 by 3 is always 33.33%. I can write it as 33 into 1 by 3. Okay, 33 1 by 3 as well. 1/4 is the 25% and 1/5 is 20%. Correct. So how we are going to represent these fractions in the percentage is also matters. Okay, for example, let's say the sales price is 100. The profit on the sales is 20. Now, what if I asked what is the proportionate of the profit on cost? So instead of going for the 20 by 80, that will become 1/4. So that is nothing but 25%. Correct. Instead of going for that, directly we can use this particular proportionate. Okay, so you can see here itself, if 20% is on sales, then 25% will be on the cost. Okay, the same thing we can see. 25% means 1/4. Okay, how to remember this? If you're writing anything in the fraction, always for cost one denominator is less. Okay, so in the same way you have to remember, like what is 2 by 5. Okay, or else what is 2 by 3 and all. So here I have given the numerator as only 1. So likewise, if it is increased, okay, another, what is 3 by 5, likewise you have to know as well. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching.